All right, everybody, welcome back to our Origin Summer Preview here in Columbus, Ohio. You're watching the Dice Tower. I'm Sam. This is Zev Shlasinger. No C. That's an inside joke, sorry. He is from WizKids, and he's got a bunch of games he's going to show off to us right now. So take it away, Zev. What have we got here?
All right, here we got DiceBot MegaFon.
Yeah.
We are robots battling in an arena. We have dice with various symbols on them. Everybody's going to chuck them in the middle, and then one by one, you're going to grab them quickly to build up your robot. Okay. And you need those parts because they're going to charge the weapons that you're going to play against the other robots. And the object of the game is to be left standing at the end of a battle round. You win a victory medal, and 3 medals wins you the game.
Okay.
2 to 4 players, plays in about 30 to 45 minutes.
So you basically play 3 battles in one game?
It could be, or it could be even more. It could be sometimes 4, 5, 6 battles.
Okay.
Because sometimes everybody can mutually destruct in one round.
Yeah.
But usually, yes, it's about average 2 or 3 battle, about 3, 4 battles.
Okay,
Absolutely.
That's cool.
But yeah, nice dice, comes with 24 dice the same, bunch of cards. And then there's also 12 unique cards which you can give your special robot abilities.
So this is not about like collecting roses in the garden or anything like that. This is
no, just shooting
your
them.
Opponents.
Yeah, or throwing the roses in their faces and hope the thorns get them.
World burn.
Yes.
All right, very cool.
All right, and that's DiceBot MegaFon.
DiceBot MegaFon. Okay, so next we have
Fantasy Realm.
Fantasy Realm.
Yeah, 3 to 6 player game. Very simple card game. Plays in about 15 minutes or so. The object of the game is you're trying to make the best 7-card combo in your hand.
Huh.
Absolutely. You just draw a card either from the deck or the discard area, and then you discard a card. When 10 cards hit the discard area, game's over, you score the cards in your hand.
All right.
There are like 11 suits, 5 each of 10 suits, 3 wilds, and they all do various things. They have a base strength, and they have bonuses and penalties. And again, you're trying to combo. Like some will say, oh, this card is worth 7, but it's +5 for every weather in your hand.
Okay.
So it's like, ooh, do I draft weather cards and build that? But then I got a card that says it suffers from weather. So which one do I want better? So that's why you're just trying to make the best combo out of your hand there.
That's cool. I have heard some people talking positive things about this game, so I'm looking forward to giving it a whirl.
It is getting a lot of good buzz. Absolutely, yes.
All right, super. All right, so what's next?
I'll go Deadline.
Deadline.
It has reminiscence of the Sherlock Holmes consulting detective, where you are trying to solve various cases by investigating. Unlike that, it's not a paragraph-driven game. It is a card game. It is co-op, 2 to 4 players. And what you're doing is you have each case, there's 12 cases in the game. And each case has between 17 and 21 cards or so.
All right.
And what you're trying to do is match the symbols, and here you're playing cards where you have symbols. Yep. When you match all the symbols on a clue card, that's when you're able to reveal it, and it gives you information about the case and sometimes adds new clues to the case. So you don't start with all the clues in the case. So for example, let's say it's a murder that you're trying to solve. So you just might start with an eyewitness, the morgue, and maybe the medical examiner. But then all of a sudden the story builds. The medical examiner says, hey, you know what, there's a knife wound here, but I heard this guy used to frequent this club. Oh, so now the club can come into play, and then you can go visit that.
All right, that's cool.
Each person is a detective with a once per game ability. You have plot twists that can make it harder for you to fulfill the investigation, and then you have hot tips. So some cards, when you play them, have like a matchbook cover. And when you flip it over, it's a hot tip. You can use the hot tips to draw cards or remove plot twists. So very nice thematic thing. And again, 12 cases, they'll keep you busy. So
so the time limit here says 60 minutes.
And that's per case.
Per case.
Yeah, pretty much per case. Yes.
So you've got basically a whole lot of hours of fun in this box.
I would think so. Yes, absolutely.
Right. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. So that's Deadline. I like the artwork.
Very, it's
like
1930s
kind of a noir
New York.
look to it. Yeah.
Yep. That's pulp noir. Yes.
All right. Very cool. That's Deadline. And now we have
the
Sidereal
Confluence.
Okay, I said Sidereal or Sidereal.
That happens.
That's fine. Confluence.
Yes.
All right.
And that means, and even we tell you in the back here, it's sidereal means of or with respect to the distant stars, and a confluence is of an active process of merging.
So the title of the game is Of or With Respect. Yeah. No, I got to read it.
Oh, you want to do that?
I can't remember. Of or with respect to the distant stars in an act or process of merging. So it's merging the stars.
In a way, yes. So you are you are 4 to 9 alien races coming together to form like a galactic trade federation.
Okay.
All right? But no one wants to call the game Trade Federation. That's not fun. So, but
definitely isn't a conversation starter.
No, not at all. So you have they're asymmetrical, so they're coming together. And while while they are coming together, it's still competitive because, of course, each race wants the ideal of their race to be at the forefront of the confluence, right? You want their culture to be up there. So it's I like to call this Chinatown with steroids, the game, because it's 4 to 9 players.
Yeah.
It's negotiation. It's because you're trading resources. You can trade everything: colonies, your own cards, ships, or resources, everything but VP. And you can trade with other players. And you need to trade with other players because you're going to need their resources.
Yeah.
And then you also build technologies. And what's cool is when you build a technology, you get a free use of it for the first time, but you then share it with everyone else. Because again, you guys are sort of coming together.
Yeah.
So you do share technologies
that's
for
cool.
that. Yeah, and it clocks in at about 2.5 hours, almost no matter the number of players. So you can play a 9-player game because it's all simultaneous. It's not turn-based. There's no turns in the game. It's
cool.
pretty much all simultaneous.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really
It's an interesting concept at the very least.
Yeah.
Just having a complete game of just everybody doing stuff at the same time.
Everyone, because you're all trading at the same time, then you're running your economic converters at the same time, and then you're bidding. So it only slows down a bit when you reveal the bids, and then highest bid chooses colonies and research teams. So that's the only time it sort of slows down in that way, and then you go back to simultaneous trading, negotiation, and running your converters.
Okay. So yeah, with a title that needs definition right off the bat, that's some word usage right there.
Absolutely. And there's the subtitle, Trading and Negotiation in the Elysian Quadrant.
Elysian Quadrant.
Yes. So again, to give another idea of what's Sidereal Confluence, okay, well, at least I know there's trading and negotiation going on.
Right.
Here,
yeah.
So.
Okay, cool. All right, that's cool.
And this is the stuff we have at Origins. We're premiering at the show. And these should all be in stores between, let's say, next week and July.
Everything that we've shown up to this point is available.
Correct.
All
Absolutely.
Right. Now, to the next part.
So we have here, I'm sure people have heard about this, the Expanse Board Game. This should be out, I think, roughly in July. It has a Twilight Struggle-ish feel to it in that it's card-driven, and you are placing influence throughout the galaxy, the inner planets, the outer planets, and the belt. You are playing, if people are familiar with the IP, with the intellectual property, there's Earth units, there's Mars, and you have the OPA, which are like the belters, the people working the belt, and you have Protogen, which is the corporation that are working with that alien proto-molecule.
Gotcha.
And basically, everyone is trying to strive for influence, and you are buying cards for their action points or their events. Some events can only be played by certain factions, you're just placing influence throughout the various bases in the areas.
We talked a little bit about this at Gamma as well.
Yes, we did.
So if you want a little bit more information about it, you can go back and check that out as well. So that's the Expanse Board Game. Now you said you're gunning for Gen Con on this?
July. I think it should
July?
be. It probably will be for sale. It should be for sale at Gen Con, but it should hit stores in July.
Okay.
If all goes well. You never know.
Coming soon. Coming soon. All right. So that's the Expanse, the board game. Okay, cool. What else?
So while we do have a few new games coming for Gen Con, we have Dungeon Hustle, we have Approaching Dawn, The Witching Hour, and we have a couple other games, but the other one we have is Tomb of Annihilation.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, so this was recently announced, the storyline by Wizards of the Coast, so now we can reveal it. It is it's in the same system as Castle Ravenloft, Wrath of Ashaldalon, Legend of Drizzt, and Temple of Elemental Evil.
Right.
Dungeon crawl, 1 to 5 players. There's going to be 42 new miniatures there. But this game does things a little bit different. It is compatible with the previous stuff.
Really?
But it adds some new things. We have a spell deck in here. We have a trap deck in here. We mess with the experience points, being able to cancel. In the past, it took, I think, 5 experience points to cancel encounters. In this game, same thing, except that as you go deeper into the adventures, it gets a little harder to cancel. So 5 XP, 6 XP, 7 XP, and so on. And 8, I think it caps at 8. We also add jungle tiles here. So now we have outdoor tiles that you can mess with. So, we're very, very excited about this. It's our own design of this series. And we'll look forward to Gen Con.
Okay, so we see mummies on the front here.
Yeah. This is Ras Nisi. He's like an undead
mummy snake.
Wanti. He's like a Wanti Malisan, if I remember correctly.
You just might as well have been like hieroglyphics and Greek mixed together. Because I have
none of D&D fans.
All right, but we got some snake people down here too. Looks like.
Yes, that's his people there. He's also got a flaming sword there, which if you beat him, you can win that item. Which is very nice. I believe also there's 1 or 2 new classes in this game. Like I don't think there was ever a paladin in the series, so we have a paladin in the game. So really a bunch of little new things here, but enough of the same that you can make it compatible to the other games. And the other 2 things is this will come in like our Assault of the Giants, in a standard non-painted version and a premium pre-painted version of all the figs.
That's cool. I'm noticing that a couple of companies are picking up on that, where they're offering those 2 different levels. Dust Tactics are doing it. Dust Miniatures is doing it. You guys are doing it now.
Right. There aren't too many that can do it, so we're happy to step in and continue with that idea.
That's a cool idea.
All right, how you doing, Zev?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good. Yes. You seem like you're doing fantastic, man. You're on fire. People are loving your explanation.
Sweet. Awesome.
It's all going very well. So I got a couple of questions for you here.
Thing.
Let's start here. Burke's Gambit. People are asking about any expansions on the horizon for that.
Currently, no, but we had talked about adding more. We have ideas for more rolls and also possibly more dice, but we're nothing finite yet. But there is a possibility, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Tomb of Annihilation, is there a campaign mode in there?
Yeah, so like Temple of Elemental Evil, there are 13 adventures.
Okay.
So you can play them out of sequence, in sequence, and tell a story, whichever way you want. Same thing like Temple of Elemental Evil.
Gotcha. And then just one more big thing, and I'm pretty sure the internet will find and stab me if I don't ask.
Sure.
They're dying to take a look in that box. Is there something in that box?
No, there's not. Sorry. I can show you the back, though. The back is actually fully formed. They're right there.
Yeah, there you go. Here, who wants to? Here, Sam.
Can you zoom in on this? Use the camera and zoom in on.
Can you zoom in on this? How about you like work the camera instead of the box? This is like the guy who drags the bucket of water to the horse. Like you bring the river to the horse instead of the horse to the river. What are you doing?
Sam does nothing easily.
What are you doing?
He likes a challenge.
Oh man.
So there you can see at least some of the figures that we got for the game. I believe some of the tiles, and as I told Sam, that there are outdoor tiles and indoor tiles, and it is the first time I think we have outdoor tiles. So they're very nice jungle tiles in the game.
Okay, cool.
So that's
No, it's fine. It worked, right? Yeah, you're good. It's fine. This is probably a really bad close-up right now that he's giving us. Can you tell me a little bit about the MSRP on some of those releases? You guys didn't really go into that.
Good question.
If you know any of them, I don't know.
So just quickly, Fantasy Realm is $20. DiceBot MegaFon, I believe, is $25. Expanse, I think, is going to be $50. Deadline $45. Sidereal Confluence $65. The Tomb of Annihilation, I believe it's going to be, and please don't quote me because I think $80 for the unpainted and around $150 for the painted version.
And that one's, again, that's not solid numbers on that one especially.
Exactly, but it is pre-painted. Those are going to be pre-painted, like 42 figures, really, really good stuff.
Okay,
look at the Juggernaut, man. We got Juggernaut right there. That's going to be awesome. This thing's going to chase you down the corridors.
All right, cool. All right, I think that's it, man. Anything else you want to plug? Any websites people should check out?
WizKids,
places they can
definitely
check
WizKids.com.
Yeah,
WizKids.com. Yeah, you'll find stuff there. Slowly but surely, we are building up our website for board games. So as that happens, hopefully that will continue to grow and give more information. We do try to update rules now as well, and on Board Game Geek and a few other places, but hopefully we'll continue to push that stuff and get information out there.
Okay, sounds good, man.
My pleasure.
Good talking to you, as always.
Yes.
All right, Zev. Have a good rest of the day. We'll see you, brother.